everyone, a little bit different style of video for you all today, but I wanted to create a shorter video, hopefully, I don't know, as I've seen a lot of friends attempting the community center in 1 year challenge and not knowing fully where to get started. So this video will outline what you need to do in order to complete this challenge because it's a lot more than most people think that it is. To start this challenge, choose a female character and the forest farm option. Choosing a female character gives you an extra 500 gold earlier on, and personally, I prefer the forest farm as it gives you more options for foraging. In addition, click into the menu and make sure to select that you can complete the community center in 1 year, otherwise the run will of course be completely dead. So getting started with this challenge, the most straightforward area of the community center to tackle is the crafts room. You of course have your standard seasonal foraging bundles, but there's also the construction bundle and the exotic foraging bundle. For the construction bundle, the most difficult part is collecting 10 hardwood, which involves upgrading your axe to copper, which of course costs money. I'll put a tally of additional funds you will need other than the vault bundle and seeds over to the side here. So as you can see, we need 2,000 gold just for this bundle, unless you get lucky with crates in the mines, but I really wouldn't bank on that. For the exotic foraging bundle now, you've got some options. The easiest way is to collect mushrooms and use some tappers, unless you come across some items in the traveling cart, but then you also run into the issue of money. By taking the mushroom route, you'll collect a morel from your farm in the spring, and both a red and purple mushroom from your farm in the fall. This is why it's important to choose the forest farm. Since you need 5 items for this bundle, you'll need 2 additional items which can be collected by placing tappers on trees for either the maple syrup, the oak resin, or the pine tar. Or you could easily retrieve a cactus fruit or a coconut from the desert after completing the vault bundle, so it is truly up to you. From these bundles in the crafts room, you'll get spring, summer, fall, and winter seeds, and of course autumn's bounties dishes. Sell these. It's really important in terms of money to make as much money as you possibly can. So selling these items is very crucial. One area that you will need to keep your eye on throughout the challenge is the pantry bundle. Not only because it's easy to forget about, but because the rewards are pretty important to this challenge. You can unlock this bundle by completing the spring foraging bundle in the crafts room. When you first start your farm, plant your given parsnips and buy 1 green bean plant, 1 cauliflower plant, and 1 potato plant, which will cover you for the spring crops bundle. I personally would spend the rest of your starting money on potatoes to start off, but again, we'll talk about more money stuff at the end. Let's next talk about the quality crops bundle. This bundle is pretty easy to forget about, but you need 5 gold quality of 3 out of the 4 following crops: parsnips, melons, pumpkins, and corn. Money is pretty tight early on, so a lot of people choose to skip over parsnips and go straight for 5 gold melons, pumpkins, and corn, as you'll have access to fertilizer later on, and you'll probably be planting a bunch more of these items for the money grind. In summertime, you'll want to plant 1 tomato plant, 1 hot pepper plant, and at least 1 of both the blueberry and melon plants for the summer crops bundle. Again, you'll probably be planting more than just 1 of the melons and blueberries for purposes and for the quality crops bundle, but for this bundle in particular, you just need 1. In the fall time, plant 1 eggplant, 1 yam, and at least 1 pumpkin and 1 corn for the fall crops bundle. You'll most definitely be planting more than 1 pumpkin and corn plants, but just 1 is needed for this bundle. From the fall crops bundle, you get a bee house, which gives you honey, and honey is needed for our next bundle, the artisan bundle. The artisan bundle includes a variety of artisan goods and fruit from fruit trees. For this bundle, it is crucial to choose the bat caves, as it gives you a lot of fruit needed for this bundle. Forget about the cave for a while and come back to it later on, and you'll have a cave full of fruit. If you don't get this bundle completed from the bat caves, no worries. Use the honey from the bee house earned from the fall crops bundle and the preserve jar given to you from the quality crops bundle to make jam. The artisan bundle gives you a keg for completing it, which is then needed for making wine for a bundle on the bulletin board. And now the last bundle of the pantry room is the animal bundle, which requires a whole lot of resources to complete. To complete this bundle, you will need a coop upgraded to the 3rd level and a barn, which will also eventually need to be upgraded to the 3rd level, but for a different bundle. So essentially you need a bunch of money, wood, and stone. You need to buy 1 brown chicken, 1 white chicken, 1 duck, and at least 1 rabbit for your coop in order to get 1 large brown egg, 1 large white egg, a duck egg, and wool. In your barn, you'll also need 1 cow in order to get 1 large milk. Once you get your animals, you'll need to make sure you are giving them head pats every day in order to get the large items that you need. It is super crucial to make your coop and barn as fast as you can and upgrade them very quickly, as we are on a time constraint for another bundle. The next easiest bundle to tackle is the boiler room. This is unlocked by completing 2 bundles in the community center, so try completing the spring foraging bundle and spring crops bundle first. For this bundle, get your Stardew booty to the mines! This is my least favorite part of the challenge simply because I hate the mines, and this bundle is essentially a Mines 80 run. On good luck days, which can be checked by looking at your TV, head to the mines. You will need 25 stone, 50 copper ores, 5 iron ores, and 5 gold ores in order to complete the blacksmith's bundle and upgrade your axe 1 time in order to get the hardwood needed for the construction bundle in the crafts room. The extra copper you need is to create a furnace to smelt the bars and to create extra bars for the axe upgrade. For the geologist bundle, you will need to collect a quartz, which is found on all mines floors, an earth crystal, which is found from floors 1 to 39, a frozen tear, which is found on floors 41 to 79, and a fire quartz, which is found on floors 81 to 119. Once you reach floor 80, all you need to do is reset floor 81 to look for gold ores and a fire quartz. For the last bundle of the boiler room, the adventurer's bundle, you will need 2 out of the following 4. 99 slime, 10 bat wings, 1 solar essence, or 1 void essence. I would suggest going for 10 bat wings and 1 solar essence, as it can be easily achieved by killing bats and ghosts on floors 41 to 79. Or, if you get lucky and run into one of the shadow characters on floor 81, you'll get a void essence. The 99 slime is not worth it, so don't attempt going for that one. Let's talk about my absolute favorite bundle in the community center, the fishing bundle. I'm going to put up a chart on screen as to when you need to catch each fish in the fishing bundles to make it a little easier to visualize here. Any fish that can be caught in spring can also be caught in later seasons, so you can push off fishing until summer. In summer, you'll want to catch the tuna, red snapper, and tilapia from the ocean. To maximize your productivity, go out on a rainy day to the ocean to catch these fish, as the red snapper can only be caught in the rain, but the tuna and the tilapia can be caught in any weather. In the summer, you'll also catch all of the lake fish bundle, which includes a largemouth bass, a carp, a bullhead, and a sturgeon. The sturgeon is a pretty tricky fish, so if you're not confident in your fishing skills, maybe try for the sturgeon again in the winter. And finally, in summer, if it wasn't already the first fish that you caught, you'll want to catch a sunfish in the town on a sunny weather day. In fall, you'll want to catch the remaining river fish, which includes a catfish, a shad, and a tiger trout. To maximize productivity, head out on a rainy day in fall, as the catfish and the shad can only be caught in the rain, and the tiger trout can be caught in any weather. Also in town, you'll want to catch a walleye after 12 p.m. in the rain, and a bream at night after 6 p.m. Down in the ocean, you'll want to catch an eel in the rain after 4 p.m., and a sardine starting at 6 a.m. in any weather. Out of that explanation, I specifically left out the fish from the specialty bundle, because a lot of these fish can be bought or caught. The fish you have to catch includes the wood skip, which can be caught in the main pond on the forest pond, or from the pond in the secret woods. The other fish that you have to catch is the ghost fish, which can be caught on levels 20 or 60 in the mines. Now, if you're not on the forest farm and you don't want to spend the extra money and resources to get into the secret forest, no worries, you can just use the chair skip hack. You essentially take the chair from your home and bring it to the log in Cedar Snap Forest. You place it on the other side of the big log and hop in the chair, and suddenly you're in the secret forest. That easy. The other 2 fish in the specialty bundle are the sandfish, which can only be gotten from the traveling cart, or from the pond in the desert, which needs to be unlocked by completing the vault, and the pufferfish, which is kind of a difficult summer fish found on a sunny day at the ocean, but you can easily buy it from the traveling cart as it shows up so quickly. I'd highly suggest just buying those two from the traveling cart if you can. And then of course you have the crab pot bundle. You can easily get a shell, an oyster, and a mussel from foraging on the beach. I would also keep your eyes peeled for the cockle, which also spawns on the beach, but it appears less often than the others. You can get a crab from a rock crab in the mines, or by the last crab pot item you need from the traveling cart. If you're really desperate for that last crab pot item, just buy a crab pot from Willy and put a piece of bait in it. This next bundle is probably the worst bundle to complete, and one that will most definitely give you the most issues. We're of course talking about the bulletin board bundles. Starting with the easiest bundle on the board, we have the fodder bundle. For this bundle, plant 10 wheat crops and an apple tree in summer. Harvest the wheat when ready, and bring the 10 wheat and 10 hay you've gotten to the community center. When the apple tree is fully grown in the fall, take 3 of those apples to the community center, and that's it. Pretty easy. The next easiest bundle is the field research bundle. When you spend all that time in the mines early on grinding for copper and iron for sprinklers, save 1 frozen geode for this bundle. On one of your many fishing days, head up to the mountain lake and catch a chub, which can be caught during all seasons at any time. In the fall, collect a purple mushroom from the left side of your forest farm or from level 80 forward in the mines. And lastly, wait all the way until winter and collect a nautilus shell from the beach. Alright, now time for the 3 most difficult bundles, starting with the dye bundle. Remember that duck that we needed for a duck egg? Well, we also need that duck to give us a duck feather too. In summer, you'll need to plant a sunflower, which can be obtained from Pierre. But you'll also need to plant the infamous red cabbage. The red cabbage can only be gotten from the traveling cart or dropped from an enemy in the skull caverns, which means that it can be a total run killer. Also in summer, check the secret forest, or in the fall, check the left side of your farm for a red mushroom. Then all you need is a sea urchin, which can be gotten from the beach, most commonly found on the right side of the bridge, and an aquamarine, which can be found in the mines. Next we have the chef's bundle. Remember upgrading our barn to the 3rd level? Well, you'll need to get a pig in that barn before fall starts, because we'll need a truffle. And the pigs cannot find truffles in the winter, so this has to be done before then. In the summer, you'll also need to plant a poppy and sneak into the secret woods for a fiddlehead fern. Just like for the exotic foraging bundle, you'll need a maple syrup, so make sure to place a tapper on a maple tree early. The last 2 items for this bundle can only be achieved by upgrading your house, so you have access to a kitchen. You'll gather the ingredients of an egg for the fried egg, which is a recipe that comes from the house, and seaweed, rice, and any fish for the maki roll, a recipe obtained by watching the TV on Summer 21. And finally, we have the Enchanters bundle. Hopefully you haven't forgotten about that rabbit we bought, because you're gonna need some extra luck to get yourself a rabbit's foot for this bundle. This is probably the most difficult item to get for the community center, other than the red cabbage. If you don't get it from your rabbit, you might want to make some runs to the skull caverns, as there is a 0.8% chance of it dropping from those flying green monsters called serpents. From your fruit bat cave, collect a pomegranate and bring it to this bundle. Using the keg that you had gotten from the artisan bundle, put any fruit you have in there to make wine, which is needed for this bundle. And lastly, just like the exotic foraging bundle again, you'll want an oak resin, which can be obtained by placing a tapper on an oak tree. Then all we have to complete is the vault. The vault is purely money grinding, and in total you will need 42,500 gold. My suggestion would be to sell absolutely everything you don't need, such as extra gemstones, forageables, and the seed packages from the community center. My other advice would be to buy as many crops as you can and spend any free days you have either mining for gems or fishing. In spring, I would suggest planting lots of potatoes and then buying strawberries at the Egg Festival. In summer, I would recommend planting a lot of blueberries for immediate money and melons for delayed money. Once you get access to preserve jars, I'd place low-quality melons into the preserve jars to make even more money. In the fall, my community most certainly knows my favorite strat, which is called the PP strat for money. The PP strat stands for pickled pumpkin, which is done by placing pumpkins in the preserve jars. When combining pickled pumpkins with the tiller and the artisan perk, you make nearly 1,000 gold for each pickled pumpkin, which brings in a whole lot of money. And that is everything you need to complete for the Community Center in 1 year challenge. Linked down below, I have a document which I have laid out, which includes little checks of different things that you need to complete in each season, as well as a checklist of all the items in the Community Center that you can check off as you complete them. And of course, if you have any questions about running the Community Center in 1 year challenge, please feel free to reach out to me. I would be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this different style of video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye!